Hi, I'm Tim Sonova, and welcome to How We Work. Today we're taking a closer look at investing in people. I'll share 8 tips that don't cost money that you can use to level up your organization's staff development efforts. I'm a firm believer that investing in our human assets, those who work in our organizations and make things happen, is the way to address challenges that we face as organizations, and for that matter, a sector in a society. For some of us, human assets are our most valuable and perhaps only assets we have as a company. In my favorite cartoon, there are 2 characters discussing staff development. The first one says, "What if we train them and they leave?" To which the other character says, "What if we don't and they stay?" The quality of our teams, our organization's very ability to deliver on its mission and remain agile and relevant relies on the skills that our staff bring to the office and use every day. Here's the great news. Investing in people doesn't have to cost money. In fact, research even shows that the more constraints we have, the more creative we are about solutions. So if you don't have a big budget to dedicate towards this, take heart. Investing in our people takes intent and commitment, especially if you haven't done it before. People will be skeptical at first. "What's your angle, Tim?" But with continued effort and practice, it'll become an integral part of your organization and a calling card that attracts future talent. So here are 8 ways that you can invest in your staff that don't cost money. Number 1, career conversations. Spoiler alert, everyone will leave your organization. Ignoring this doesn't make it go away. One of the primary jobs we have as leaders is to invest in our people while they're with us for the health of our organizations, the health of the sector in which we work and hope they continue to work, and for them as people. Stellar staff know how to develop, and they'll leave if they aren't getting it from you, leaving you with a less than stellar crew. If you're not investing in staff, you shouldn't be surprised if they leave after 18 to 24 months. Once they've done things a cycle or 2, there's little upside to repeatedly doing it again and again. In viewing our people as assets, we need to invest in them, just like any other investment, to see a greater return. Sit down with your people on at least an annual basis to talk with them about their longer-term professional goals. Discuss what it is that you and the organization could do to help them progress toward those goals. What's your next move look like? Where do you want to be in 5 years? Sometimes the steps are easy. This book is great and exactly what you're looking for. Or you should talk to Linda in accounting. She's an expert and can point you in a helpful direction. Other times, it's more difficult. Like when you'll lose a great person sooner than you want. So you want to go to grad school, or so you want to start your own company. Well then, let's make sure you have what you need to help you be as ready as possible for when that day comes. Number 2, musical chairs. How many of us enjoy poorly run meetings? Sitting in a room with an unfocused conversation where we spin our wheels for 90 minutes and leave having accomplished nothing except being perhaps a little closer to death. I don't like it, and I'll go out on a limb to say that you don't either. Please do yourself, your organization, and the sector a favor by developing meeting facilitation talent throughout your organization. Junior staff, senior staff, every staff member. This will pay dividends that benefit us all. Doing this doesn't cost anything, and it can allow people a chance to develop and hone their skills while still in a low-risk, supportive environment. Do this by rotating the person who chairs your full staff meeting. Open it up to any interested person in the company and schedule slots on a first-come, first-served basis. Learning to chair an effective and efficient meeting is a skill that needs to be developed. Few are just born with it. Ask a stellar meeting facilitation on staff to conduct a professional development workshop on how to run effective meetings, or leverage Harvard Business Review's quick guide on the topic. Number 3, bring in outsiders. Different perspectives can help us see things in new ways. Perspectives from people outside of your organization can result in aha moments when that person identifies or articulates something you've been trying to pinpoint for years. A great way to open the door to outsiders is through the Visiting Professional series, an hour lunchtime conversation with an outside leader. How many of your people have a chance to interact with senior level executives who work outside of the cultural sector? Maybe your executive director or your development director as they cultivate donors from the cohort. But It's probably not every day that an administrative assistant has lunch with and the opportunity to ask questions of the CEO of a New York Stock Exchange traded company. How interesting might it be to have staff sit down with a senior level executive who they typically don't have an opportunity to meet? Give staff the chance to ask her questions about how she got to where she is today or what advice she would give her younger self. Talk about how she approaches challenges that transcend sector, like balancing the urgent versus the important or recharging her energy. Do this over lunch every month or so. The Visiting Professional series can result in new ways of thinking and new approaches. And if you don't know where to start, ask your board chair to kick things off. Then ask board members if they can recommend interesting guests from their networks. Number 4, never eat lunch alone. Seemingly so simple. We all usually eat lunch, typically hunched over our keyboard, dropping crumbs into the keys. Not eating lunch with someone is a missed opportunity to meet up with a mentor, an old friend, or a new acquaintance. It can mean peeling away from your desk to sit down with coworkers over sandwiches in the kitchen. It provides you with an opportunity to get additional perspective and insight into their work and that of yours. It's a great opportunity to learn what other people are working on, make connections between your work and theirs, and identify new areas of interest. Or just hear a fascinating tale about their recent trip to see the Northern Lights. Use lunchtime strategically for learning. Did someone in your company just return from an interesting conference? Or maybe they completed their dissertation. Has someone been noodling around on a fun side project? Well, why not encourage them to share their learning during an attendance optional brown bag lunch? Brown bags encourage knowledge transfer and learning and can build strong teams. Side benefit, brown bags are an excellent opportunity for staff to practice and refine their presentation skills. Number 5, CoLearning. Want to take brown bag learning to the next level? Encourage people to create and take classes together. Google has an entire course catalog populated with employee-to-employee courses. Want to learn the secrets of superior spectating at the Tour de France? Got it. Mindfulness training? Got it. At Fracturalis, we've had staff teach and take things like the internet and you and decision analysis. On another occasion, a group of early risers met each Tuesday and Thursday morning for a game theory course. And recently, some staff have completed National Art Strategy's online course, Leading Innovation in Arts and Culture. As with brown bag lunches, CoLearning leverages staff desire to learn and teach and typically takes place during staff discretionary time. Number 6, smart task forces. When kicking around new ideas that you think might have legs or a finite lifespan, form cross-organizational task forces to dig into and explore the possibilities. Task forces bring together people from around the organization who might not typically have a chance to work together. Task forces also afford staff who are earlier in their careers opportunities to develop and exercise leadership skills through opportunities like chairing the group. To avoid burnout, scope creep, and a demoralizing experience, structure SMART task forces. SMART as in specific, measurable, action-oriented, realistic, and time-bound. For the most part, task forces can be scheduled whenever the group of people can find time to meet, and they typically don't need any money at the onset. If something looks like it might work, give the group a couple of dollars to take it to the next level, then a few more dollars if it continues to be promising. If not, wrap it up, document, and move on. There are countless ideas to explore. Next time someone floats one that might be worth exploring, and your knee-jerk response is, "We don't have time to look into it," ask yourself if this might be just the opportunity for a task force to tackle. Your organization's next big thing might come out of it. Number 7, job crafting. When you're having career conversations and you start to notice that what someone does and what someone wants to do is beginning to diverge, it might be an opportunity to job craft with them. Job crafting can help people create the job they want from the one they have. A person might be great at what they do, love the company, its mission, and their coworkers, but they're losing interest in the specific work they do day in and day out. In some cases, job crafting can reignite a person's passion for their work and extend the person's tenure with the organization. In other cases, though, they might discover that what they want to do and what the organization needs are diverging such that it's going to be time for them to leave soon. You can use the job crafting workbook available from the University of Michigan's Center for Positive Organizations to guide people through the process. Sometimes you discover it's a simple psychological shift in how you view your work. Other times it's finding out that the thing that I don't enjoy doing is the thing that you love and vice versa. And if we switch, voila. Number 8, objectives and key results. Doesn't it feel great when you work and work and work and work and you never achieve a meaningful milestone? How about working hard towards an ambiguous goal? Maybe it's out there, somewhere. No, it's disheartening and demoralizing, right? To help address this, try experimenting with the objective and key results, or OKR framework. OKRs are a way to help everyone in the organization articulate what their specific goals are for a given quarter and link them directly to the organization's goals for the same period. It's one thing to say the organization's top priorities for the next quarter are X, Y, and Z. If people can't see how their daily work connects to and influences those goals, they remain pretty abstract. I include OKRs under the professional development heading because the process requires managers to have active conversations with team members about what they're working on and what support they need to achieve their results. And because it allows staff members to link stretch goals to things that will further develop their skills. If I'm going to achieve X result, I need to learn how to do Y to accomplish it. One of the most frequently asked questions I receive when discussing staff professional development is, what can I do if my organization's leadership doesn't support an effort to invest in staff? No matter who we are or where we are in the organization, we face hurdles and challenges to the things we want to do. For instance, it might seem like your executive director can do whatever she wants, but she's beholden to the board, the funders, your constituents, and you. Rather than bemoan roadblocks, ask yourself this question. What can I do right now to move towards what I really want? My organization doesn't support professional development in its staff. What, as a manager of a team, can I do right now to move towards what I really want? My manager doesn't seem to care about my career. What can I do right now as someone in their first job out of college to move towards what I really want? You will spend time and money on staff development whether you want to or not. Either we're spending our time and energy helping staff level up their game, or we're spending it updating and posting for their now open job, interviewing people, covering the workload, onboarding new staff, training them, and then doing it all over again in a few months when that person leaves. In the end, investing in developing staff will yield exponential returns. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay classy, Internet.